What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom. Now today's build video is going to be my Golden Scorpio Directive. This is going to be my Scorpio build for the Golden Bullet Global Event and with a special guest, the ongoing Directive gear set. So what I'm going to do first is I will finish this intro, I'll show you guys some gameplay, and then we'll come back and finish with the build breakdown. But obviously with all of these Golden Bullet builds, I need to explain Golden Bullet. So here we go. Now don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comment section below what you think. Now, here is the Golden Bullet Global Event. Now to access this, you go to your season menu and you scroll over to the global event, Golden Bullet. It is extended one more week, so we have until next Tuesday to have as much fun with this as possible. So opening this up, you have, there's this little summary, which basically enemies will, gain the Golden Bullet. When that happens, they hit you really hard. Not only that, but if those enemies say do like a status effect, or maybe they're like flamethrowers or something like that, and they are Golden Bullet, those will hurt you even more. So make sure you play very cautiously and just get the Golden Bullet and have a lot of fun. Now, I wasn't really going to talk too much about the actual details of this Golden Bullet event. In fact, I was going to talk about the challenges for this build. Now, this build in particular is helping me get through all of these challenges. So the first 4 days of the event, you get different challenges. Now, for this build in particular, what I did is I went for a build where I could take them out with my Scorpio, I could take them out with my skills, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys some gameplay. We're going to come back to these challenges. I'll explain exactly which challenges I completed with this build and why. It's pretty cool and in-depth. So what we're going to do is jump now to the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy it. And all of this gameplay is going to be heroic gameplay. So what I did for all of this is I hit select. I went over to matchmake, and all I did was hit random mission, and I went to heroic. So everything you're about to watch is all heroic gameplay during this global event, Golden Bullet. I did some invaded missions, did some normal missions, did some open world activities, and all of that to try to help you, see exactly how good or bad this build is. But obviously, I'm not going to give you guys a build video without testing it out and making sure it is good to go. Now, one thing I do want to note is when you have everything procced in all of your stacks, you get 1.2 million total damage on your Scorpio with 1.1 million armor. Not only that, but then you also have 33,000 armor regen per second. And so enjoy the gameplay. We'll come right back and I will talk about the build breakdown. All right, you guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and I will be right back.
Odessa on the line.
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for
not detected.
Just stay down.
Agent down. Agent killed. Agent down. An agent needs assistance.
No, dude, get me up. Oh, wow, I don't believe this. I do not believe. We just lost with Kamikaze in here. That's embarrassing.
Target lost. Assembling golden bullet. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Good. Head in and secure the underground. Hostile assembling golden bullet. Golden bullet active. Serious Trump.
We can't.
has full golden bullet.
Something. Fire, explosions, homicidal maniacs. They're rich for my taste, but I can see why you guys like it.
You did a lot today. We shut down the Cleaner's oil pipeline, got rid of Conley. Keener can't use her to target the JTF anymore.
Circle around to the flank.
Alright, that wasn't too bad, now was it? Okay, so you guys have listened to the intro, you have seen the gameplay, so now let's get into the build breakdown. So here it is, my Golden Bullet Scorpio build. Now, this is a ongoing directive build with Perfect Intimidate and the Memento backpack. Obviously, it's all about showcasing the Scorpio, so that is our primary weapon. I think in the gameplay I showed a little bit of me using the AR, but primarily I am just using the Scorpio shotgun. Now, quick overview of the build. I have tier 2 skills because of my specialization and because of my backpack. I am running 4 pieces of ongoing directive, so I do get that extra talent. And I am rocking Perfect Intimidate because every time I pick up a trophy from my Memento, that stack will proc my Perfect Intimidate. Now I am also running all status effects with this ongoing directive build, so I do have 75% status effects. Now everything on this build is completely maxed out as far as the gear items are concerned. Now the Scorpio shotgun, on the other hand, it's not fully maxed out, so you can get 1% more damage to armor and 1% more crit damage, but everything else on the build is completely god rolled and maxed out. Alright, so starting off at the top with the specialization. I am using the Technician specialization. Reason being is it gives me 10% skill damage and it gives me a +1 skill tier. Like I said earlier, I have tier 2 skills. Now the reason for that is because I am using the Stinger Hive and I am using the Burn Sticky Bomb. Now, like I said earlier, I was going to talk about the challenges, and here we go. So from the, let's see, is it the day 2? Alright, so from the day 2 challenges, the third one down is bleed 3 enemies at once. So with that, I am using my Stinger Hive. Not only that, but if I can, use the Stinger Hive and have the hollow point bullets from the ongoing directive, I can get them to bleed that way as well. But for the most part, I'm using the Stinger Hive. That way I could, complete this challenge. Now for the next challenge, you go down to day 4, and it's Burn Hostiles. So because of that, that's why I was using the Burn Sticky Bomb. Now with that, I got my Burn Hostiles down, and we're good to go. Now, believe it or not, the headshot kills I got from this build as well, because using a shotgun, it is a lot easier to aim for the head and get those headshots, especially on console. Now, another one, the day 3 challenge that I completed with this build is the eliminate hostiles using your skills. So I was using my skills quite a bit. As you could see with that gameplay, if the enemies were further away than my Scorpio could hit, that's when I would use my skills, bring them back in, and then, complete these challenges. So there you go. That is why I am using the Technician specialization and these skills in particular. If you do not need to, complete those challenges, or you're not worried about those challenges, you can use whatever skills you want and whatever specialization. The way that I have this build set up, you don't need these skills or this specialization. It doesn't matter. It's all up to your playstyle. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about our weapons. So, starting with the primary weapon, the Scorpio. Now, with all of your stacks from your memento, this base damage goes from 970k up to 1.2 million total damage. Now, this Scorpio, for the attributes, I have max shotgun damage, 11% damage to armor, and 9% crit damage. What I love about this shotgun and what makes it one of the best exotics in the game, I would almost go as far as saying this is the best exotic for PvE content, and it's all because of this talent, Septic Shock. So shooting a target will apply stacks of venom. It will last up to 10 seconds. Now, increasing your stacks will add different debuffs to your enemy. So 1 shot will poison them, 3 shots will disorient, 6 shots will shock them, 7 shots the target will take additional damage of 20%. Now that is from all sources. So say I throw my skills out and then I shoot the enemy 7 times. Not only is my weapon going to do more damage, but also those skills are going to do more damage to the enemy as well. Now remember, at the very bottom of this talent, it says the duration of status effects is based off of the percentage of pellets you hit on that target. So make sure you hit your shots, but also remember that we are spec'd highly into status effects, so we are getting the most bang from our buck. Now the secondary weapon I'm using is the Shield Splinterer. Shout out to my buddy Splinter Shield. They actually named this weapon after him. Pretty dope. Now this Shield Splinter is sitting at 97k total damage. Obviously with the memento stacks, it's going to go way above 100k. As far as the attributes, it has max AR damage, max damage to targets out of cover, and 10.5% health damage. Now, with it being a named weapon, it does have a named talent. This one, Perfect Optimist. So for every 10% ammo missing from my magazine, I gain 4% weapon damage. Pretty cool. And then for my sidearm, I'm just using the D50. No real rhyme or reason. I'm not even using this weapon, but it's nice to have just in case of emergencies. And this one is sitting at 475k total damage with max pistol damage and max damage to targets out of cover. It also has that talent Ranger. So depending on how far away I am from the enemy, I'll gain amplified damage. Alright, so those are your weapons. You already know about the specialization, so let's talk about the build. Starting off with the mask, Ongoing Directive Mask. Now I am running 4 pieces of Ongoing Directive, so we need to talk about these bonuses and that talent. So, at the top, running 2 pieces will grant you 15% status effects. Running 3 pieces give you 30% reload speed, and 4 pieces will give you that talent, Rules of Engagement. So killing a status affected enemy will grant you hollow point ammo for that weapon. Now the hollow point ammo will amplify your weapon damage by 20%, and it will automatically apply bleed to that target. So remember, I am running Perfect Intimidate, so that with the hollow point ammo, I am getting 60% amplified damage. Not only that, but I do have 75% status effects, so the status effects are doing work, the Scorpio's doing some crazy damage, and we're getting everyone on some sort of status. Now, as far as the attributes go, this one, like I said, for everything on this build, it's God rolled. So max weapon damage, max status effects, and max crit chance for that mod. Now, let's just go ahead and knock out all these ongoing directives. So the next one is the holster, max weapon damage, and max status effects. Going to the knee pads, again, max weapon damage, max status effects. And then the gloves, max weapon damage, and you guessed it, max status effects. Now, that leaves us to our 2 items left, the backpack and the chest piece. Now, starting with the backpack, it is the Memento backpack. This is the exotic backpack that gives you not only 3 core attributes, but it also gives you that amazing talent called Kill Confirmed. Now, as far as the attributes, I do have max weapon damage, max armor, and that +1 skill tier. For the mod, I am using a max crit chance mod. Now, Kill Confirmed. You get a long-term buff and a short-term buff every time you get a kill and collect the trophy. Now, the trophy kind of looks like special ammo. It'll pop up on the ground, you'll see it on your minimap, just make sure you collect them after you kill the enemy, and you will get these buffs. Now, as far as the short-term buffs are concerned, they only go off of your core attributes. So, for example, with this build setup that I have 5 red, 2 blue, and 1 yellow. So every time I get a kill and I confirm that kill, I get 25% weapon damage, 20% bonus armor, and 5% skill efficiency. Now, I'm not really worried about the short-term buffs. What I'm here for are those long-term buffs, because the long-term buffs go up to 30 and they last for 5 minutes. So as long as you can get your stacks up to 30 and get a kill once every 5 minutes, you're able to continue with these long-term buffs. Now, these long-term buffs are 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen per second. Now, like I said, that will last up to 300 seconds or 5 minutes, as long as you can get a kill within those 5 minutes. It's amazing. I love this backpack. I use it on a majority of my solo DZ builds and for some of these, really fun PvE builds. Alright, so that's your backpack. Now the last piece of this build is the chest piece. And this is my favorite chest piece in the game, the Hunter Killer chest piece. It is the named Golden Gear with Perfect Intimidate. Now the Golden Gear brand set bonus I get from this build, 10% status effects. So I'm getting the status effects from my chest piece and also the ongoing Directive gear set at the same time. That's how I am able to have 75% status effects. Now as far as the talent, Perfect Intimidate, this is my favorite talent in the game. It does not change between PvE and PvP. So you can do the exact same stuff I'm doing in PvE in PvP. Now, Perfect Intimidate, it is only active while you have bonus armor and you are within 10 meters of an enemy. Now luckily, every time I confirm a kill with my Memento backpack, it grants me bonus armor. So as long as I can keep doing that, I'll have this talent active. Now this talent gives you 40% amplified weapon damage, and that is in both PvP and PvE. So you get the amplified damage from this talent, and you also get the amplified damage from the hollow point ammo you get from the ongoing Directive talent. It's a whole lot of damage. Now as far as the attributes, God rolled, max armor, max crit damage, max status effects, and a max crit chance mod. And that is the build. I tried to go through that as quickly as possible. Now as far as the skills, I am using the Stinger Hive and the Burn Sticky. Like I said, it was for those challenges. But if you're not worried about those challenges and you're just trying to have fun with the build, by all means, you can run whatever specialization and whatever skills you want, depending on your playstyle. Now finishing up with the stats, this is going to be for the Scorpio. 970k weapon damage, obviously with the Memento stacks it goes up to 1.2 million. I have 38% crit chance, 66 crit damage, and 65 headshot damage. I also have 11% armor damage. Now going to the offensive tab, we're sitting at 85% all weapon damage bonus with 30% shotgun damage bonus. So every time I use the Scorpio, I automatically start out with 115% damage bonus total. Now as far as the gear talents, I do have Kill Confirmed and Perfect Intimidate. And then don't forget about the hollow point bullets that I get from the ongoing Directive. Now defensive tab, I am sitting exactly at 1.1 million armor. That's pretty dope. Now armor regen right now is at 0, but whenever I have the Memento stacks, I get up to 33,000 armor regen per second. And then of course I have 10% explosive resistance and hazard. These are both due to my watch level. Now like I do in every single one of my build videos, this is going to be your level disclaimer. So right now making this build, I am shade level 2695. That means all of these attributes are maxed out 50 of 50. So if you are at shade level 1000 or above, you will have all of these attribute boxes maxed out, and you will be able to copy and paste my build and get the exact same numbers and results that I did. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these boxes will not be maxed out. Therefore, when you copy and paste my build, you might not have as high stats as me with this build video. And there you have it. This is my Golden Bullet Scorpio build that I like to call the Golden Scorpio Directive. Mainly because I'm using it for the Golden Bullet, I'm using the Scorpio, and I'm running it with ongoing Directive. But alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, it really does help me out. And subscribe if you're new. Shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. I am Kamikazevondoom, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay healthy and safe, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Peace.